Good morning. I'm Jami, and I'm coming to you this morning from beautiful McCloud, California. Mount Shasta in the background. It's just an absolutely gorgeous morning here in this incredible setting with nature all around me. Cows are grazing just in the distance behind us, and I've just got this incredible nature scene working all around me, and it's helping me with my healing journey. Many of you know I lost my son, Judson, in May of 2021, and yoga has really helped me in my healing journey. So I hope that it helps you as much as it helps me as I deliver a little practice here from this gorgeous setting. Let's start in a seated position, Sukhasana, just any comfortable seated position for you. I'd also like to mention I have earrings on from a beautiful Native American from the Karuk tribe up in Wairika. Just gorgeous earrings, and I feel like this land surrounding Mount Shasta, it's very sacred tribal land for the people who were here before us, and I just want to pay homage and give so many um, bows of reverie to the people who were on this land before we came. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Cheryl from Atlanta, Georgia, who made a beautiful bracelet for me when I met her over the summer. She we found out we both had lost sons, and so she made this gorgeous bracelet inklet for me with Judson's name and a little angel on it. And I just think it's amazing how loss, as terrifying and horrible as it is, it also brings people together. This beautiful woman, Cheryl, and I bonded in Atlanta just when she was helping me to get a taxi cab, and we found out that we both had lost sons, and we stood there on the street corner in Atlanta hugging in this incredibly hot, humid heat, and neither one of us wanted to let go. So I also want to give Cheryl and her beautiful son that she lost some um, beautiful prayers, and sending so much love to both of you as well, and to my beautiful son Judson. All right, let's ground, sit bones into the earth. In my case, it's just this most beautiful earth here with grass and weeds and trees and incredible beauty all around me, and creeks, crickets, all the things. Let's take a deep breath in together. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And let's drop into our hearts, out of our heads a little. Really be here right now in this moment, remembering our loved ones, those who've gone before us, those who are still with us. Focusing on love, that's going to be my theme for my class today. And take what you can, leave the rest. And if that feels like a good word for you, if that lands right today, then maybe you can also think love is my meditation during this yoga practice. I like to think about breathing in love for myself and breathing out love for everyone in the world and all the animals in nature. Let's just keep taking a couple more deep breaths here as we drop in. Learned so much from my incredible yoga teachers, things that I was never able to connect to until I started practicing yoga, and continue to just go deeper in my practice every time I do a yoga class or do a little yoga for myself. And just this beautiful reverie about how important life is, how beautiful life is, the miracle of breath, the miracle of birth, and also the miracle of death. This cycle of life continuing. We're part of a cycle. And the more I can really understand that, the more I can be at peace with life and death, good and bad, dark and light. Yoga has really helped me with all of that. Let's take one more deep breath in. Exhale, open your eyes, reach to the sky, spread your fingers wide, hands to the heart. And let's put the other foot in front as we take some side bends. Open up our sides a little bit. Let's kind of renegotiate our sit bones on the ground here. And let's just flow through a few side bends. So we'll just reach over to the left and then switch and reach over to the right. And as we do this, let's link some breath and motion. So inhale in the middle, exhale every time you take it to the side. Inhale in the middle, exhale over to the other side. One more time, each way. Inhale up, reach over. Inhale up, reach over. And the next time you're over on your right, take your right hand, plant it down, left arm up, and reach over. And just gently push your sit bone down into the ground if that feels right today. So I've got my right palm pushing so that my left hip bone is pushing down. I'm trying to say it opposite so that it's correct for you. So if I mess up, please forgive me. So right now we're going for length, and now let's go for a big side bend. So take a deep breath in, and then exhale just to where you feel it. And maybe you want to go deeper if feeling it for you comes down into this more deep expression of the posture. Open and shine your heart up, up, up to the sky or the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more time. Deep breath in. Lift up. Exhale. Plant that left palm. Reach the right palm up. Gently push and ground down into that right sit bone. Ooh, just feel that. Feel your body opening. And now let's take it to a side stretch. And you just take it as deep as you feel you can go today. It's different every day, isn't it? And maybe you go so low that you need the support of your arm, your forearm on the ground on that left side. If so, plant that left elbow right under your left shoulder and then shine open your heart to the ceiling or to the sky, maybe to the sunshine. Deep breath in, lift up, and bring that down. Let's transition now to cat-cow. Hands and knees. And you want just a slight bend in your elbows. And we also need just a little puffing up between the shoulder blades. So you're really strong and really plug in your shoulders and then tone your abdominals. And from here, we'll just take some beautiful cat-cows. Let's get some spinal mobility going here. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, lift your tailbone. And then as you exhale, take the chin and tailbone toward one another as you tuck and lift and open up your backside. Inhale, deep breath in. Kind of find the top and the bottom of it. Exaggerate. Exhale, under for cat. Really breathing here. Inhale, lift. Open up. Exhale, under. And we've got one more. Deep breath in, lift. And exhale, under. And nice job. Bring yourself back to cat-cow. Tuck your toes. We're going to take a down-facing dog right here. If you need to stretch your wrists at any time or come down out of any of these postures, please just take child's pose or any posture that helps you to relax and get back into it. All right, deep breath in. Lift those hips and then tuck your head, lift your hips, and let's walk this first one out. So we've got one heel, then the other. One heel down, then the other. And to try something a little different if you haven't before, try to go up on both balls of the feet and then just send one heel down. Bring both heels up and send the other heel down. Stay strong in your arms. Elbows have a soft bend. Weight is distributed evenly between your four corners of your palm and all of your fingers, grounding down through the backs of those knuckles. One more. Hold both heels up. Tuck that head a little more. Lift your hips and then gently take the heels towards the ground. It's always just a reaching. It doesn't have to, your heels don't have to touch.
You're just exploring here. And then I like to do a little dancing dog. Take it and be a little flirty on each side. Really kind of open up through your sides, through your hips, do a little more exploring, and then lift the hips as high as they'll go. One more down facing dog. Drop that head, let your neck relax, head is heavy, and then send the heels as far as they want to go towards towards the ground, towards the earth, and then your knees have a very soft bend. And then send your thigh bones to the back wall and your chest towards your thigh bones. One more deep breath here. Exhale, bring yourself back down to hands and knees, and then have a seat right on your feet. And just sit up as tall as you can while you're sitting on your feet. And if you need to put a blanket between your knees to decrease the angle of that bend, or you want to put something under your knees, please do so. Bring the earth up to you as much as you need to make yoga accessible. And also bring your body parts closer to each other by putting a folded blanket there if that feels better. All right, now let's stretch the toes and the backs of the feet a little bit, the arches. So this might be severely uncomfortable. If it really, really is, don't worry about it. Just do it for a second. I have found that the more I do it, the longer I can hold it, the more I can stand it, which is really the practice of yoga. Just finding those very nice expressions of the postures that take you to the next level or take you to your edge without hurting yourself. So you really listen to your body, listen to your intuition, to your gut. Shoulders down, collarbones wide. Let's hold this for a few more seconds if you can. It's a big stretch for those toes and those feet. Deep breath in and exhale. All right. Let's take it back up to down facing dog. And then once you're there, tippy toe to the top of your mat and stand up nice and tall. Bring your arms all the way up so you are into Tadasana. Oh, and there's the moon up there. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Standing up as tall as you can. Engage your core, engage your rear end, kneecaps pulling up, floating the crown up towards the ceiling, shoulders down. Just take a deep breath in. Maybe close your eyes for a moment into Tadasana. One more time, deep breath. Exhale. Now let's reach up, deep breath. Reach to the sky. And then angel wings down, bring them back into your heart, your hands, right up to your sternum with those thumbs. And again, deep breath, lift, reaching up, baby back bend this time. And then hands like angel wings all the way down into your heart. And again, deep breath in, lift, reaching up, baby back bend. Exhale to a forward fold this time. And on this first one, just hang here for a moment. Maybe you even grab opposite elbows and just do a little rag doll here and just sway to and fro. Your knees can be as bent as they need to be. And if you are more comfortable starting out by supporting above your knees, please feel free. Just really play with your yoga practice. Find different versions each day. Maybe even if you can do something, you try an easier version just for a different change. See if your body likes it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Grab behind your legs if that's available and see if you can gently open up a little deeper into your stretch. And then take a deep breath in and reach those arms up as you come back up to Tadasana and bring your hands right into your heart and hold. Take your hands behind your back, interlace those fingers, and notice which thumb is on top. It might be the one that you usually go to. We're going to change that one next time. Draw those hands down, lift your elbows, shoulders down, tone your abdominals, and just open up, stretching through the heart, through the shoulder girdle, opening up the fronts of those arms. And then take a deep breath and reach up to Tadasana. Exhale, and now bring the other thumb on top. Just feel the difference. And see if you can start going back and forth, putting the quote-unquote awkward thumb on top or the one that doesn't feel as natural. It's really good to train your brain to try different things and not do the same exact thing every time. All right. So balancing may be a little bit of a challenge for me out here. It's pretty gnarly. The ground is very rough. So we will try though. All right. Take a deep breath in, lift. And baby back bend. Exhale, forward fold, and bring yourself all the way into Uttanasana. And then inhale up to a half lift, holding yourself up for a few breaths. Your knees have a soft bend. Really shine your sternum forward, pulling your crown of your head away from your tailbone. And if you are able to go to the ground and that's comfortable for you, great. Blocks are awesome here to the shins or even to the thighs if that feels good. But just keep the shoulders down and the heart open. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. Step back right foot. Plant right knee. Untuck toes. And then come up to low lunge, reaching your arms up high. Deep breath. Baby back bend. Exhale down. Step back to plank or to hands and knees. So I'll show it hands and knees first. We're going to go to the ground, so we'll just shift our weight forward and go knees, chest, chin down to the ground, lowering yourself gently down, untucking your toes, taking a deep breath in as you lift up into a baby back bend, and then exhale yourself down, tuck your toes, take it to knees and or straight to down facing dog, and just hold that for 2 breaths. Hips are high, head is low, deep breaths. Rise up your right foot so you're in a tripod. Lift that leg high, getting ready to step through. So look first between your hands. Suck that knee up into your chest and then set that foot down between your hands. Drop your left knee, untuck your left toes, and bring yourself up to a low lunge. Deep breath. Reaching to the sky, and then bring those hands down. Step back into your plank, and or you can go knees, chest, chin. If you're in plank, full chaturanga, dandasana if you like. Back bend of your choice. Exhale down and back to down facing dog. Hips high, head low. Deep breaths. Hold there. Deep breath in. Feels good, doesn't it? Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, look between your thumbs and tippy toe to the top of the mat until you're in standing forward fold again, Uttanasana. Take a deep breath in, root down to rise to the top, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, into Dasana. There's the most beautiful, gorgeous butterfly over here in front of me, hanging out with me. Deep breath in, lift up, reach, baby back bend. Exhale, forward fold. And step back with your left foot. Hand, set the left knee, come on up to low lunge, reach those arms up. And bring yourself back down. Step back to plank or to knees and full chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale up to your back bend. Exhale back down. Tuck your toes for down facing dog, excuse me. This butterfly is getting closer. It's distracting me. Hips up, head low, deep breath. I hope it comes into the screen here a little bit. I think it would be cool for you to see that. All right, inhale, lift that left foot all the way up there. And then we're headed to step between the hands. Pull that foot in, set it down, set the right knee, untuck the toes, deep breath in, lift. Low lunge, arms up. Exhale back down and step back to plank pose and full chaturanga again, all the way down or knees, chest, chin. And bring yourself now to a little balasana, child's pose, with knees wide, arms out for extended child's pose if that feels right, or whatever version feels best for you today. Taking in a deep breath. Really allow yourself to be heavy into the ground. Allow total surrender. Breathing. Maybe focus on filling the lungs, the back side of the lungs. One more time. Exhale and bring yourself back up to hands and knees. And let's take a nice deep breath in. Tuck your toes and down facing dog. Lifting up and sending the hips as high as they'll go, head as low as it will go, so that your neck is not holding your head up at all. You're really relaxing. As a matter of fact, let's nod yes really slowly twice. And then let's shake no twice. And then bend your knees, walk your hands into your feet this time. And as you get there, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Take your biggest stretch here if you can. And then allow yourself to walk your feet the width of your mat. So wide-legged standing forward fold. And if it's available, grab the backs of your legs, keep a soft bend in your knees, and just gently coax yourself if that feels right. No forcing. To go a little deeper into your stretch. Deep breath. And exhale, bend the knees, root down to rise to the top. Into Tadasana, hands to the heart, and hold. Let's walk the feet back together under us, hip distance. All right, we're going to try a little bit of a little mountain pose with Mount Shasta in the background. We'll see if I can balance. It's a little bit lumpy underneath here, so I'm up for the challenge. Let's give her a try. Okay, here we are. So we're standing in Tadasana, finding the flattest spot of the ground underneath me. All right, here we go. Lifting up your left heel, kickstand out your left knee, and then as you're ready, we're going to just take whatever mountain pose is, whichever mountain pose you can make happen today. It's always nice to look at a drishti, a focal point, somewhere slightly downward gaze, something not moving preferably. Bring that foot up to the thigh or into the calf. Try to avoid the knee on these. Open that knee wide. And if you like to grow your branches, take a deep breath in, lift. Maybe bring your hands up over your head. And then maybe exhale the hands to the heart. And I've been really trying to practice fall prevention by closing my eyes a little bit. Now, if you're afraid of falling, please don't do it. But if you feel like you can catch yourself, it's a really nice exercise to really work towards some better fall prevention strategies. So maybe closing down your eyes for a second and just see how long you can last with your eyes closed in Tadasana. So some days are better than others and I last longer. But just take that moment to just kind of find, they say in fall prevention, a wobble a day keeps the doctor away. All right, let's try the other side. Tadasana, lifting up your right heel, turn out your right knee, stay buoyant in your left side, and then gently find that drishti first, and then gently bring that foot up to the calf or to the inner thigh. And your drishti is there to help you focus. And you can be dropping in right here at this very moment. Take a deep breath in. Reach the sky if you want to grow your branches. And then maybe bring your hands to your heart. Really good focus here. And then if you want that balance challenge, I invite you to close your eyes slowly and just see how long you can hold that mountain without your eyes. Okay, and then just shake that all out. All right, nice work. All right, so we're at the bottom of the mat, so let's take a Tadasana, take a deep breath in, lifting up, reach, baby back bend, exhale, forward fold, diving down gracefully if you can. Inhale up to a half lift, and then exhale, walk your hands out into plank. Hold that plank and then set your knees, and we're getting ready for spinal twist. So we're going to take from hands and knees, right arm straight up, and then exhale, thread the needle, reaching under your right armpit, your right arm, set your right ear, your right shoulder on the ground, and then walk your left hand above you on the mat towards the top of your head, and then bump your hips over to the right a little bit if you want a deeper expression. Tone the navel, and then if you like to take a bind, maybe bring that arm behind you and tuck it into the hip crease and really draw the shoulder open and back. And this is just an option if you like to take binds. Otherwise, that arm above the head is fine. Let's take one more deep breath here. Exhale, reach that hand back down under your shoulder, unwind, and set that hand, and we'll get the other side. All right, reach the other arm up, lift up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle underneath. Keep your hips right over you, straight up high, right arm above the head, walking along, and maybe bump the hips to the left to give you a bigger expression of that posture. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale, and then bring yourself back, unwind completely, and then set that hand. Let's take a puppy pose. Walk your hands out a little bit. Keep your hips right over your knees. And we're really going for this upper body stretch. So we're really taking the upper body down towards the ground. And usually the fingers are tented, but if you want to use blocks or not go all the way down or palm the floor, whatever feels best for you, see if you can set your forehead on the ground. Or maybe you lift your chin, but that's a really big stretch for the cervical spine. So I don't recommend it if your neck bothers you at all. And then release that and bring yourself back up to a seated position. And we are going to just sit up tall for a moment and stretch our hips by leaning forward. So one foot in front of the other, and then all we're going to do is take a deep inhale and then a small exhale, stretch forward. And then we're going to take a deep inhale and then exhale as you bring yourself forward, hands out in front. And maybe you walk your hands out in front. Open up those hips as wide as they will go, leaning in. And then bringing yourself up and switching sides. Leaning in. Deep breaths. And release. Oh, very nice. Okay, so let's take the feet as wide as you feel like you can get them. And then we're going to drop the knee in and then pull yourself away. So you got your right knee dropped in and your right shoulder opening and pulling away. And then we'll do that on the opposite side. Left knee down, pull your left shoulder away, almost twisting. Or you are twisting. And then up and over in the middle, down we go, and bring yourself around. And one more time, up and over, and bring yourself around. Oh, very nice. Okay, now from here, we're going to lie down on our backs and pull the knees right into the chest. This ground underneath me, oh my goodness, it's very, very lumpy. Pull those knees right into the chest. And then extend the legs up high and then take yourself out into air splits. And then bring your legs together again. Bend your knees and bring your chin to your chest. You don't have to lift your head a lot, but just bring your chin to your chest. If you can lift your head and that feels okay, maybe bring it up. But otherwise, down you go and set your feet right on the mat. We're going to take a bridge posture. So be comfy with your arms long, kind of roll around, get your shoulders tucked under, dig your heels in, kind of experiment your feet. You might want them a little closer, depending on how it feels. Maybe walk them out a little bit, but pushing into your heels, lifting the hips, holding that bridge, flatten your neck a little bit. And just breathe. Take that moment to really find your breath while you're working hard. If you want a little more heat, draw the knees toward one another and maybe you tuck shoulder blades under and take a bind with your hands underneath. Lift those hips high And deep breath as you lower down. Walk the bottoms of your feet together. Separate the knees. And a little Baddha Konasana reclined. I like to take my hands up over my head in either a cactus or a cross or just up above the head. Whatever feels comfortable for you. I find that because I sit a lot at my desk during the day, opening my chest really helps me to open and keep my chest, my pectoralis muscles, and shoulders from rounding as much. And draw those knees together, pull the knees into the chest one last time, and we are ready for Shavasana. So you are welcome here to take your feet as wide as the mat and drop your knees together if Shavasana with straight legs bothers your back. If it doesn't bother your back, go ahead and extend those legs out into Shavasana. Get comfy. I have had such a privilege to have incredible yoga teachers that offer so many different types of a Shavasana. You should be comfortable. And so if it's comfortable for you to have your legs together, your arms to your sides, please find that posture. If you like to kind of spread out, I have found that I really like kind of doing the snow angel and opening my arms and opening my legs a little. However, some days I just like to lie there and not even think about it. So find whichever Shavasana feels best for you, and we're going to just breathe. Soften between the brows, taking our final little moment here. And just so full of love right now being out here in nature, hearing the birds, all the insects that are buzzing by me, the creek in the distance. What are you grateful for? We started out today, I invited you to maybe have a metaphor or a blessing or an intention of love. And certainly love is, love is just in my heart right now, that my son is with me still in spirit. You're with me here in this practice. I have so much love to you, to my son, to my mom who's gone before us. Love for my daughter who's still here, my grandkids, my son-in-law, my friends, and all humans in this crazy complicated world we're living in. The animals and nature. And with that, I'm just going to be quiet for a moment. And I'll call you out in just a bit. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Fingers and toes wiggle around as you draw your knees into your chest. And as you're ready, bring yourself over to your side, using your bottom arm as a pillow into the embryonic or fetal position. It's a beautiful restorative posture. One more breath here. And gently bring yourself back up to a seated position. Whew. Wow, that feels good. Okay, So, however you are comfortably seated, let's take a deep breath together. Deep breath, reach. Exhale, bring all that love right into your heart. Maybe your hands come into your heart. Close your eyes if that feels good. Feel yourself breathing. I just want to say thank you for joining me today. Sending you so much love. So much love. And I am receiving your love as well. Thank you, because I need all the love I can get. Ooh, thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day full of lots of love. If you found today's practice helpful, please subscribe so that you're notified of my next video. Thank you.